Chosen one, what these people did to you was downright awful, yet the Most High is now dishing out karma left, right, and center. You might not see it fully yet, but justice is already in motion. Every humiliation, every betrayal, every tear you cried has been recorded. Divine order is balancing the scales, and those who played with your light are learning the cost of their cruelty. Someone from your past will soon return with false apologies, but you'll see through it instantly. You're walking proof that divine justice doesn't miss a thing. The karma is not coming. The karma is already here. Your abusers are experiencing something impossible to explain right now. Loneliness in crowds, emptiness despite achievement, relationships that mirror back exactly what was given to you. Those people are surrounded by others who do not actually care about them. People who are just as toxic as the abusers themselves. People who use them the same way you were used. The universe has a perfect sense of irony. You were made to feel invisible. Now the abusers feel unseen no matter how loudly attention is demanded. You were made to question your reality. Now the abusers cannot trust their own perceptions. You were isolated from people who loved you. Now the abusers are experiencing profound isolation, even with a full contact list. The cosmic mirror is showing a reflection that horrifies. Some of those people are having moments of devastating clarity. 3 in the morning wake-ups where suddenly, brutally, there is a remembering of exactly what was done to you. The veil is lifting, and the truth that has been running from for so long is finally being seen. There is an understanding that you were good, you were genuine, you were loyal, and something precious was destroyed through cruelty and cowardice. This realization is crushing. Guilt sits on the chest like a physical weight. Shame makes mirrors unbearable. Regret follows into every new relationship, poisoning every potential connection because comparisons to what was lost when you were lost cannot be stopped. Nothing can be fixed. That is the real karma. The words that shattered you cannot be taken back. The betrayal cannot be undone. The broken trust cannot be restored. There has to be living with knowing what was destroyed. There has to be watching you flourish without any participation. There has to be seeing you become everything you were sworn you would never be. And all of this has to happen knowing another chance will never come. That door is closed. That chapter is over. And unlike you who are moving forward into something beautiful, the abusers are stuck in a loop of regret and self-recrimination that will follow for the rest of existence. This is not your first time encountering these people or this pattern. You have been connected to them across multiple lifetimes, different settings, different circumstances, but always the same core wound, always the same dynamic of betrayal and pain. You have done this dance before in times you cannot consciously remember. The faces changed, but the pattern remained. Abuser and victim, betrayer and betrayed, predator and prey, over and over across incarnations. But this lifetime is different. Chosen one, this is the lifetime where everything ends. This is where you finally break free from the karmic cycle. Before you came into this body, your soul knew what was being signed up for. You looked at this mission and you volunteered. You said you would be the one to face them one final time. You would be the one to resolve this ancient debt. You would be the one to break the pattern so completely that repetition never happens again. You were chosen for this because your soul is strong enough to handle what was required. Out of all the souls who could have taken this assignment, you were deemed capable. You were the one with enough light to withstand the darkness. You were the one with enough resilience to get knocked down repeatedly and keep rising. The pain you have endured was not random punishment. Everything was purposeful preparation. You were being forged in fire. You were absorbing wounds so deep that connections to generational trauma stretching back hundreds of generations through your bloodline were being made. You were taking on pain that your ancestors carried. You were breaking curses that have plagued your family line since time began. Every moment you thought you could not survive but somehow did. You were doing sacred work that is bigger than comprehension. You were shifting energy, not just for yourself but for everyone who comes after you. Your children will not have to face this. Your students will not carry this burden. The people you influence will be free from patterns you have spent this lifetime dismantling. There is something you need to be aware of right now. Someone is coming, or maybe already here, circling around the edges of your life. There is a vision of a door with light on one side and darkness on the other. You are standing at this threshold, preparing to walk into your next chapter. But there is a figure in the shadows, a silhouette. You cannot see the face yet. You cannot make out the features or the true intentions. This is the test. This is the universe checking to see if you have truly learned the lesson. This person is going to appear in your life disguised as something safe, maybe a potential friend, maybe a mentor, maybe someone who wants to collaborate on a project. All the right things are going to be said. Genuine support will seem to be offered. Excitement about your success and your healing journey might even appear authentic. But here is the truth that is going to save you. This person either is someone from your past wearing a new mask, or carries the exact same toxic energy as the person who traumatized you originally. The same wound is represented, the same patterns are embodied, and the same defensive responses in your nervous system that your abuser triggered are going to be triggered again. This is not coincidence, this is examination. Pay attention to the moment when the mask slips, because slipping will happen. The facade cannot be maintained forever. There will be a micro-expression, a flash of contempt, a flicker of judgment. The moment might happen when you are talking about something you are passionate about. The surface might occur when you mention your spiritual beliefs. The appearance might be when you set a boundary or say no to something wanted from you. Watch the face in that split second before there is catching and adjusting of the mask. That moment of truth is your warning. That is the universe showing you exactly who this person is before real damage can be done. Your body already knows, even when your mind wants to give benefit of the doubt. When you are around this person, you are going to feel physical responses, tightness in your chest, anxiety flooding your system, that familiar feeling of walking on eggshells, the need to explain yourself or defend your choices. These are not random reactions. This is your nervous system recognizing a threat and trying to protect you. Listen to the wisdom. Trust the signals. You have spent too long overriding your intuition to keep the peace. Those days are over. If this touched your heart and mind, hype this video so more chosen ones can receive this message. Think back for a moment to your early teenage years, that awkward phase when you were desperately trying to figure out who you were, when you wanted nothing more than to belong, to fit in, to be accepted. You were vulnerable in ways you will never be again. Your sense of self was still forming. Your boundaries were unclear because learning had not yet happened about where you ended and other people began. And someone took advantage of that vulnerability. Someone exploited your uncertainty. Someone used your desperate need for acceptance as a weapon against you. Maybe there was a group of peers who made you the target of cruelty. Maybe there was a family member who criticized everything you did, making you feel like you could never be good enough no matter how hard you tried. Maybe there was an authority figure who convinced you that you were stupid or worthless. Maybe there was your first serious relationship where someone showed you what love looked like and the demonstration turned out to be abuse disguised as affection. Whoever it was, seeds were planted in your subconscious during those formative periods. Beliefs about yourself were created that have been running like background programs in your mental operating system ever since. Those beliefs whisper poison. You are not good enough. You are too much and not enough simultaneously. You have to earn love through perfect performance. Your feelings do not matter as much as other people's comfort. You need to make yourself small to be acceptable. You should apologize for taking up space. You are only valuable when you are useful to others. These lies have been operating like malware, corrupting your self-perception, influencing your decisions, sabotaging your relationships, keeping you trapped in patterns that do not serve you. But something powerful is happening right now in this season of your life. You are going back. You are traveling back in time energetically to that wounded teenager. You are showing up for that young version of yourself with all the wisdom and strength you have now. You are reparenting the parts of you that never received proper nurturing. You are giving your inner teenager everything that was needed back then but not received. You are telling that younger self about inherent worthiness. You are showing that feelings matter and deserve to be honored. You are teaching that there is no need to shrink or hide or apologize for existing. You are demonstrating through your current choices that boundaries are healthy and necessary. This inner work you are doing is transforming everything. As you love and accept that awkward, uncertain teenager who just wanted to belong, you are changing the trajectory of your entire life. You are rewriting neural pathways. You are updating the programming. You are removing the malware that has been running in the background for decades. And as you heal that inner teenager, something else is happening that you might not have noticed yet. The people who created those wounds are being forced to face what was done. When you start speaking your truth publicly about what happened to you, there is going to be pushback. The people who hurt you are going to deny everything. Claims will be made that you are making things up. Accusations will be thrown that you are delusional, exaggerating, playing victim. Insistence will come that things did not happen the way you remember them. This is predictable. This is what people do when confronted with their own shadow. Deflection happens, denial happens, attacks on your credibility happen instead of taking accountability for actions. Some will go further. Campaigns to discredit you will be started. Mutual acquaintances will be told that you are unstable or attention-seeking. Versions of events will be shared where the abuser is the victim and you are the villain. The narrative will be twisted so thoroughly that people who were not there will believe lies over your truth. This is a classic manipulation tactic. But here is what is not being realized. Every time what happened is denied, every time you are gaslit publicly, every time you are called a liar, the karmic hole is being dug deeper. The universe is watching. Divine justice is taking notes. The denials are becoming evidence in the judgment. Protection is being thought about, but actually fate is being sealed. Your truth is resonating with others. When you share your story, people who have been through similar experiences recognize everything immediately. The patterns are seen. The manipulation tactics are identified. The pain is understood because living through similar pain has happened. Your vulnerability is giving permission to others to speak their own truth. Your courage is inspiring others to break their own silence. You are creating a ripple effect of healing just by being honest about what you have been through. The people who scream the loudest about your delusions are the ones with the most to hide. The ones who protest most vehemently that nothing happened are the ones whose guilty consciences will not allow rest. Pay attention to who rushes to defend your abusers. Pay attention to who tries to silence you or minimize your experience. Those people either participated in your pain or are terrified their own secrets are about to be exposed. There is a spiritual protection around you right now that is stronger than ever before. Your guardian angels are on high alert, watchers being stood over you with fierce devotion. What happened to you is seen, and ensuring repetition never happens is the mission. You have divine warriors in your corner who are ready to fight battles you cannot even see. There is a strong sense of warrior energy surrounding you. This is not just gentle, comforting angel energy. This is battle-ready, fierce, protective force. Think of archangels in armor. Think of spiritual warriors who move with both grace and devastating power. Niceness is not being asked for from the people who hurt you. Peaceful resolution is not being negotiated. Justice is being brought. Divine law is being enforced. Cosmic balance is being restored. And all of this is being done with an intensity that would terrify you if physical eyes could see the reality. These spiritual forces have been with you all along, documenting everything. When you were crying yourself to sleep, presence was there. When you were being gaslit and made to feel crazy, presence was there. When you stood up for yourself and everyone abandoned you, presence was there. The case has been being built, evidence has been being gathered, and now judgment is being executed. Not in the way humans would do it, loud and public and satisfying to witness, but in ways that are precise and devastating and perfectly calibrated to teach each person exactly what needs to be learned. You are being told that you can safely let go now. You can release the need to defend yourself or prove your worth. You can stop trying to make people understand or force accountability. That is not your burden anymore. The warrior angels have taken over that battle. Your only job is to focus on your own healing and walk boldly into your destiny. You are standing at a threshold right now. There is a door in front of you that has been glowing in your peripheral vision. You have been aware of the door but maybe a little scared to approach. Because you know that walking through that door means leaving behind everything familiar, even the familiar pain, even the familiar patterns, even the familiar version of yourself who was defined by what happened to you. On the other side of that door is a version of your life where trauma does not define you anymore, where pain is not the lens through which you view everything, where you can tell your story without crying or shaking, where you can run into the people who hurt you and feel nothing but indifference, not forced indifference, real genuine lack of emotional charge, like looking at a stranger who means nothing to you. That freedom is waiting for you, but you have to choose to walk through. You have to be willing to let go of the identity you built around your trauma. Walking through this door means collecting all the scattered pieces of your soul and bringing them home. Every betrayal left a piece of you stuck in that moment. Every hurt trapped a fragment of your spirit in that timeline. You have been walking around incomplete, operating at a fraction of your true power. But in this season you are gathering those pieces back. Every boundary you set reclaims a piece. Every truth you speak reclaims a piece. Every time you choose yourself over people-pleasing, you reclaim a piece. This is what integration looks like. This is what wholeness feels like. You are not becoming someone new. You are becoming fully yourself for the first time. You are remembering who you were before the world told you who you should be. You are returning to your original essence, the version of you that exists beyond all conditioning and wounding. The door is open. The light is pouring through. Your angels are waiting on the other side to welcome you home to yourself. The karma is not just affecting the main person who hurt you. Rippling is happening to everyone who participated in your pain. Everyone who stood by and did nothing. Everyone who believed the lies about you without asking for your side. Everyone who abandoned you when you needed support most. Everyone who joined in the mockery or stayed silent when speaking up should have happened. The universe is addressing all of them. The people who enabled your abuser are experiencing their own reckoning. Cracks are starting to be seen in the person who was defended. Behavior is being witnessed that makes everything thought to be known questioned. Moments are happening where wondering begins, about whether maybe, just maybe, you were telling the truth all along, and that doubt is consuming. That uncertainty is keeping people up at night. Realization is dawning that the wrong side might have been chosen, that a predator might have been supported, that a victim might have been silenced. What can be called the isolation spiral is being experienced. Everything starts subtly. A friendship here and there begins to feel hollow. A relationship that once brought joy now feels draining. People thought to be loyal start pulling away without explanation. Invitations become less frequent. Phone calls go unanswered. Plans get cancelled last minute. And at first excuses are made. Everyone is busy. People have their own lives. Nothing is personal. But then the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Systematic removal is happening from spaces once dominated. Groups once led are functioning better without that leadership. Projects once started are thriving after departure. People once mentored are succeeding beyond what was ever achieved by the mentor. And the most painful part is watching those people credit everyone except the original mentor for their success. Watching contribution be erased from the narrative. Watching irrelevance happen in stories where the main character role was assumed. Professional life is shifting in ways that look fine on the surface, but feel hollow underneath. Maybe promotions are being gotten, but no satisfaction is being found. Maybe goals set are being achieved, but discovery is happening, that those goals meant nothing all along. Maybe being surrounded by people who smile to the face is happening, but the energy feels off, distant, transactional. Figuring out cannot happen about why success tastes like ashes, why accomplishment feels empty, why nothing achieved fills the void growing inside. The universe is also affecting closest relationships in surgical, precise ways. If romantic partnership exists, that relationship is beginning to mirror exactly what was done to you. The partner is starting to exhibit the same behaviors that were demonstrated toward you. The criticism, the dismissiveness, the emotional unavailability, the subtle cruelties disguised as jokes. A taste of the same medicine is being gotten, and realization is not even happening, that this is karma. The thought is just bad luck. The thought is just wrong choosing happened. Understanding is not present, that teaching through experience is happening about what refused to be learned through empathy. The reason the karma is happening now, in this specific season, is because you have finally reached a level of healing where you can witness consequences without being destroyed by the witnessing. In the past, if you had seen suffering, your people-pleasing tendencies might have been activated. Feeling sorry might have happened. Reaching out to help might have happened, falling right back into the pattern that caused hurt in the first place. But now you are strong enough to witness consequences without taking responsibility for them. You are healed enough to see pain without making that pain your problem to fix. You are secure enough in your own worth that the downfall of others does not define your value. The Most High waited until you were ready, until you were stable enough in your own recovery that watching others fall would not make you fall too. Now let me put you onto something real. Destiny Engine. I built this because I was done watching chosen ones get dragged through betrayal, isolation and attacks while their enemies strutted around unchecked. I want to help you accelerate the speed of your divine justice and step fully into your purpose. And the beauty of it, you don't even have to lift a finger. Destiny Engine takes their downfall and flips it into your rise. This isn't another meditation app. It's declassified consciousness technology. The same mind programming tools your enemies once used to install fear, competition and scarcity, re-engineered to restore your sovereignty and align you with the cooperative, upgraded operating framework. It generates personalized sequences mapped to your divine purpose. The hardest thing you'll do is put on headphones, press play, and watch your enemies keep digging their own grave. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and turn everything they did to break you into fuel for your rise. Link in the description. And there is another layer to this divine timing that is absolutely crucial. The karma is happening now because this is the season when your voice is amplified. This is the time when your story needs to be told. This is the moment when other people who have been silenced need to hear that speaking up is possible, that truth eventually prevails, that justice might be delayed but is not denied. You are being positioned as a voice for the voiceless, not because you are perfect or because you have everything figured out, but because you survived and you are willing to be honest about both the pain and the healing. Your transparency is creating permission for others to stop pretending everything is fine, when fineness does not exist. Your willingness to name what happened to you is giving others the courage to name their own trauma. The ripple effect of your healing is bigger than you realize. Every time you set a boundary, someone watching you learns the same can be done. Every time you walk away from toxicity, someone witnessing gains strength to do the same. Every time you speak your truth despite the backlash, someone listening finds their own voice. You are not just healing yourself, you are creating a roadmap for collective healing. Someone from your past is preparing to reach out, or maybe someone who carries the same energy, who reminds you of that person. Coming is happening with an agenda. Reaching out is not happening because genuine missing is felt, or because true change has occurred. Reaching out is happening because motivation comes from jealousy, from competition, from the need to control the narrative about what happened between you. Watching has been happening from a distance. Tabs have been being kept on your success, your growth, your healing journey. And bothering is happening. Eating away is happening. Because your thriving proves that the problem was not you. Your happiness contradicts the story told to everyone about how difficult you were, how damaged you were, how much you needed the abuser. You being better than ever threatens the entire narrative. The lies are exposed. Looking bad happens, and having that happen cannot be allowed. So worming back into your life is going to be attempted, not because care about you exists, but because either sabotaging your success needs to happen, or taking credit for your success needs to happen. Coming is going to happen with a well-rehearsed speech. Thinking about this has been happening for a while. Exact knowledge exists about what to say to pull at your heartstrings. Appeal is going to be made to your kind nature, your forgiving spirit, your desire to believe the best in people. Presentation is going to happen of being changed, being reformed, being someone who has done the work and grown. Your spiritual gifts are intensifying rapidly right now. Your intuition is getting sharper by the day. Your ability to see through facades is heightening to levels that might even startle you. You are starting to know things without knowing how you know them. You are picking up on energy and intentions before people speak. You are seeing through lies instantly. You are recognizing patterns and predicting outcomes with uncanny accuracy. This is not paranoia. This is prophecy. This is discernment operating at the highest level. This is happening because you are clearing out the old energy. As you release pain and trauma, as you set boundaries and remove toxic people, you are creating space for your spiritual abilities to fully activate. The wounds were blocking your gifts. Static interference was preventing clear signals from the divine realm. But now the channel is clearing. The signal is coming through strong. Your third eye is opening wider. Your crown chakra is receiving more divine information. Your sacral chakra is healing, allowing you to create the life you actually want. Your root chakra is stabilizing, giving you safety and security not felt in a long time. This heightened awareness is your superpower, chosen one. You are going to walk into rooms and immediately feel the vibe. You are going to know when someone is lying, even if words sound convincing. You are going to sense danger before obvious manifestation. You are going to recognize opportunities others miss. But this also means you need to be fiercely selective about who gets access to your energy field. Not everyone deserves proximity to you. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Not every invitation needs acceptance. You have to guard your peace like it is your most valuable possession, because it is. Your job is not to orchestrate karma. Your job is not to make sure everyone knows what was done. Your job is not to convince people who refuse to see the truth. Your job is to heal, to grow, to thrive, and to help others do the same. The moment you get distracted by the downfall of others, you are giving energy that is not deserved. Stay focused on your own ascension. Stay committed to your own healing. Stay dedicated to your own purpose. Let the universe handle them while you handle your business. Every moment you spend thinking about their karma is a moment stolen from your own growth. Every ounce of energy you invest in their consequences is energy you are not investing in your own destiny. There is a reason why you are being shown karma in glimpses, but not being given front row seats to complete destruction. The universe is protecting you from becoming consumed by revenge. Divine Source is keeping you from the spiritual trap of finding too much satisfaction in someone else's suffering. Because if you get addicted to watching downfall, you will become tethered energetically in a new way. The ultimate freedom is not watching suffering happen. The ultimate freedom is genuinely not caring what happens to those people at all. Living your life so fully, so joyfully, so purposefully, that you forget those people exist for long stretches of time. Being so consumed by your own blessings that you do not have bandwidth to track their curses. You are entering a season where your name is going to be brought up in rooms you are not in. People are going to speak highly of you in spaces where you are not present to defend yourself. Opportunities are going to come looking for you instead of you having to chase them. Favor is going to show up in ways that make no logical sense. This is divine recompense. This is the universe paying you back for everything that was taken from you. The same doors that were slammed in your face are going to reopen. The same people who rejected you are going to want to reconnect. The same opportunities you were denied are going to be offered to you again, but this time you will be in a position to decline them because you will have better options. The universe is giving you the chance to see that what you thought you lost was actually making room for what you truly deserved. And while you are experiencing this overflow of blessings, the people who hurt you are going to be watching. Your success is going to be seen, and the sight is going to torment more than any punishment you could have devised. Because knowing is going to happen, that being part of your story could have happened. Knowing is going to exist, that celebrating with you could have been reality, instead of watching from the sidelines. Knowing is going to persist that a front row seat to your journey existed and was given up through cruelty. Look how far you have come, chosen one. Think about where you were in the past. Think about the person you were when trauma was fresh and pain was overwhelming. Those days when getting out of bed barely happened, when imagining ever feeling joy again could not happen, when thinking recovery from what was done to you would never occur. And now look at you. Look at what you have built. Look at what you have healed. Look at how you have grown. The people who tried to destroy you are watching from a distance as you thrive. Your success, your happiness, your peace is being seen, and confrontation with what was lost is happening. Access to your light existed, and the choice to try to extinguish that light was made. Your love existed, and the choice to abuse that love was made. Your loyalty existed, and the choice to betray that loyalty was made. And now you are not in their life at all. That is their karma. Living with knowing something precious existed and was destroyed has to happen. Watching you flourish without any participation from them has to happen. Seeing you become everything you were sworn you would never be has to happen. This was always the plan, chosen one. The Most High always intended for you to go through this fire and come out refined. The universe always knew you had the strength to endure this and the wisdom to transform everything into something beautiful. You were chosen for this mission because your soul was strong enough to handle what was required. And now you are standing on the other side, looking back at what you have overcome, and you can finally see the purpose in the pain. The next chapter of your life is going to be extraordinary. You are going to experience joy you have never known. You are going to encounter opportunities you never dreamed possible. You are going to meet people who truly see you and celebrate you. You are going to create things that impact the world. You are going to live a life so beautiful, so fulfilling, so aligned with your true purpose that you will barely recognize your own existence. And on those rare occasions when you think about the people who hurt you, you will not feel anger anymore. You will not feel pain. You will feel gratitude, not for what was done, but for what you became in spite of everything. Gratitude for the strength you discovered within yourself. Gratitude for the wisdom you gained through suffering. Gratitude for the compassion you developed through your own pain. Writing your ending was attempted. Making your story one of defeat and destruction was attempted. But you took the pen out of their hands. You became the author of your own narrative. You wrote a story where the chosen one rises from the ashes and claims destiny. This is your victory. This is your testimony. The Most High has you. Divine justice is real. Karma is being served, and you are free. Finally, beautifully, completely free. Walk through that door. Step into your new life. Claim your power. Own your story. Embrace your purpose. You have earned everything through every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you thought you could not go on but did anyway. Now go live it. The universe is waiting to see what you will do with all this hard-won wisdom and strength. Show them. Show yourself. Show everyone who ever doubted you exactly what a chosen one looks like when finally stepping into full power. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become in response to everything. And what you have chosen to become is magnificent.